everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to be thrifting and styling. I'm going to be taking you along with me to two different thrift stores and checking out what they have. I have a rather large thrift haul to share with you, and then of course I'm going to leave you with some inspiration, and we are going to be decorating my large open shelving in my kitchen. I hope you enjoy this video. Let's jump right in. So like I said in the intro, I went to two different thrift stores and I found some really awesome things. I know you all love coming along with me thrifting, so I'm gonna share that with you now. I'm gonna take you to the two thrift stores, show you all of the stuff that they had, and then we'll come back here and I will share my haul with you. So let's head to the thrift stores now. Started off at one of my favorite stores, Value Village. This one is a little bit further than the one that I usually go to, so I definitely took my time, and I wanted to start off by sharing this wall section. This is where I find all of my candlesticks. You can find so many different colors, patterns at the thrift store, and such a great thing to reuse and to collect for all of the different seasons. If you're someone like me who likes to decorate for seasons, candlesticks are a great way to bring in a little pop of color that reflects the season. Moved over to the basket section, and I thought this one was so beautiful with the blue and white handles. I think it just has such gorgeous texture. I love the color of it, and they had so many baskets. Look at these baskets, and I love how it says gift baskets. That gives me such a great idea to use thrifted baskets this year for wrapping Christmas gifts. I don't know, I just got that idea right now and I'm sharing it with all of you. How beautiful to have like warm baskets all under your Christmas tree for presents. Love that. But I loved this one. I thought it'd be a perfect laundry basket for one of my boys. It did have some damage and the price was really high, so I did go ahead and leave it. I found this mini cornucopia, which I already have one, so I did leave it behind for somebody else. But if you ever want a cornucopia, keep your eye out on at the thrift store, because they often have a ton, different sizes too. Over in the planter section, I got lucky pretty quickly and I found this beautiful jug. It was only $7.99 and I loved the shape of it. I actually really like the color of it too, this beautiful natural terracotta color. It's perfect, and we're gonna style it in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. But I love looking through planters, really focusing on shape, and here I am just showing you. That one's little. I try and thrift bigger pieces. I feel like it just looks more substantial when you're styling. I also look for just unique things like this one, anything that looks different, old, rustic. That's kind of my vibe when I'm thrifting planters. And also looking past colors, because paint can change everything. I found these candlesticks and I thought they were candlestick holders, and I thought that they were really cool looking. I have an idea for them. And then I always look in the candle section. I do like to burn natural soy candles. They can be really expensive, and I have found so many at the thrift store, like brand new. People maybe got them as a gift and didn't love the scent, so that is somewhere that I always like to look. I thought this ghost candle was so cute, so I put him with his little owner for anyone who might enjoy him. And then made my way over to the Halloween section. All of the end caps are seasonal, and I instantly found this really cute copper cauldron. I thought this would be really fun. I have shared before that I like to decorate for what I call Falloween. So basically taking all of my fall decor and just adding touches of Halloween. I do have 3 kids and they love when I seasonally decorate, so I try and have fun with it. I thought this terracotta jack-o'-lantern was so cute. It did have some staining at the bottom. Looks like someone put a candle in it. So I did leave it behind, but that's something that you could have for fall facing that way and then turn it around to have the jack-o'-lantern facing closer to Halloween. But I just digged my way through, seeing what I could find in this section. That's a huge tip, is
really get in there and dig, because sometimes you can find hidden gems hidden in the back of the shelves. I never miss an opportunity to look through the brass and silver section. I love looking for beautiful old pieces here. I found this gorgeous, I think this is a water jug here, and I thought it was beautiful. I am on the hunt for an old like hutch or something beautiful and warm wood to add to my kitchen. Actually, in the area we're going to style later, I'd like to repurpose that shelf somewhere else and put something a little bit more warm in that space. So I'm always kind of on the hunt looking for pieces that I can at least collect if I really love it, until I find the piece to then decorate. So just moving over here to this section, I love looking through here. I always share that this is like one of my favorite sections. I think it's because there's so much to see and touch and move, and it's so inspiring to me to find old pieces like these beautiful wooden spoons. I have found old rolling pins, so many beautiful pieces. I found beautiful serviceware like utensils that are vintage and just look so gorgeous on a tablescape. So lots of things to be found there. I made my way to the other store and started off here in the seasonal section, which is all decked out in Christmas. I cannot wait to start thrifting for Christmas decor. It's one of my favorite seasons to decorate for. I'm sure all of you also enjoy it. And I love finding things at the thrift store. So I took a few minutes just to look through here and see what goodies I could find. Stores here in Canada, so I thought that was a really great price, especially if you stack a coupon. I found this stone piece. I'm always sharing. I love finding stone pieces, and I tried to put a hurricane on this. I found like empty hurricanes here, and I tried to stack it on top, but it just was really thin glass, so I did leave it behind. But that's an idea. And I'm going to show you something like that later when we style. Sometimes using things in different ways than they're intended, just being creative, you can really put some unique things together. So just a little idea for you. And then I was just strolling through their planter section, and I didn't really see anything that spoke to me here. And then over in their basket section as well.
I hope you enjoyed strolling the aisles of the thrift store with me. There is nothing more relaxing than that. But I have quite a large haul. I found some really awesome things today. And just before we do that together, I wanted to take a moment and thank today's video sponsor, Redroad.
They sent me their handheld cordless high power vacuum cleaner. This vacuum is incredible. It has a 65-minute runtime. It charges super fast within 4 hours. It has a removable battery pack, which makes it so simple for charging. It offers 4 different speeds: low, medium, high, and max. So depending on what you're cleaning, you can choose the level of suction that you would like for that job. It has a smart auto mode, so it automatically detects when you're on carpet, so you don't have to change any sort of setting for carpets. It also comes with quite a few different attachments, and I love the use of attachments because you can clean different difficult spaces. I brought a couple into my van, and I loved the long flat suction. You were able to really get into narrow gaps that are usually difficult to clean, especially with kids, lots of crumbs in those spaces. And also it has a 2-in-1 suction head that is directly connected to the engine. This is great for cabinets, short-haired carpets, things like that. It has a 99.99% filtration system. It has a high efficiency filter. It also has a pre-filter, which blocks out fine dust. And then it also has a mesh filter, which blocks out hair and dust. So it offers this really great system that works so well for picking up all of that everyday dust. I also love how lightweight this vacuum is. It's also very quiet. So if I'm picking up in the morning before the kids wake up or when they go down at night, I don't have to worry about it being super loud. Also, its movability. I love how easy it moves. I'm really able to get into tight spaces. I love the price point of this vacuum. I have a link to it in my description box. You can pick it up on Amazon. It's super affordable. And I think this is an amazing option for a cordless vacuum. And I want to thank Redroad again for sponsoring today's video.
I'm really excited about one item, which I'm just going to share with you to get it out of the way because I just could not believe that I found it. It's the cutest thing ever. It's a sweater. So if clothes are not your thing, don't worry. I've got some really great home decor stuff to share. But this is just so sweet and it makes me so happy, which, by the way, I just want to take a couple minutes and thank you all so much for your very sweet and kind words about our dog Brandy. If you're new here, we had a beautiful dog. He was 14 and he passed away. And you all were so sweet and your words were so comforting. So I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for all of your kindness. But so this sweater just brings me so much joy. I think this might be handmade, this Halloween sweater. It's so sweet. I'll put up a video of me wearing it so you can see it like actually on. I'm also wearing a pair of thrifted jeans in this video, which I also found for $12. But this Halloween sweater is the sweetest thing ever. And I work in an elementary school, so I thought this was perfect to wear kind of closer to Halloween. And then of course, just to wear like for my kids, like I just love it. So it's adorable. I found it was a little bit expensive. It was $14.99. Of course I had my 20% off coupon, but I couldn't pass it up. And now I'm on the hunt. I want to find one for Christmas. I want to find one for all of the different seasons and just be like that sweater lady. My kids can remember me wearing different seasonal sweaters. I just thought it was adorable. So I wanted to share that. Check your local thrift stores if you are also on the hunt for cute little sweaters. Okay, moving into the home decor. So I was really looking for a couple things just to finish off this open shelving. It has been a little difficult for me this fall season finishing that area. So I just wanted to see if anything kind of sparked my creativity. Sometimes that happens. And I found this, which I thought was just so beautiful and something you would find in higher end stores. I picked this up for $7.99, of course, 20% off, and I love it. I don't have to change it. I love the warm tone of it, this beautiful terracotta color. It's just absolutely beautiful. And I really do love thrifting larger pieces like this, especially for decorating open shelving. I just find it makes things look less cluttered and just like holds its own on the shelf. So I was very excited to find this just randomly sitting in one of the stores. So this was a good find. and definitely gives me some inspiration to start decorating those shelves, which we are gonna do together here in just a little bit. And then I also found this one. Now I bought this one for the shape. So see past the color. We're gonna do a little DIY thrift flip on this. This one was $5.99 and it's just, it looks like it's maybe originally from like Walmart. So I don't feel bad painting over it. I like to make sure that I'm not painting something that is like of significant value or just of significance. So I loved the shape of this one. I think I have an idea for it and I'm gonna make it look old and worn and it's gonna be perfect. So stay tuned for that, but I picked this up. I don't know if I said $5.99. And then I randomly found this rug, and a really good tip I have for you is at the cash, like at the checkout, have a look around that area because oftentimes people are checking out and they have second thoughts, or they've had things in their carts and they were kind of thinking about it and they decided not to pick up that item. And I often find a lot of good things there. So I found this rug. Someone obviously changed their mind, but it is a nice large rug. It looks brand new. It was only $6.99. Let's see if I can find the price tag for you. And I loved it. Here's the price. Oh my goodness, there we go. $6.99. And I think it's awesome. I don't know if I'm gonna use it at the front door or maybe in my kitchen, but I loved the color and then the print, and I couldn't beat the price. So that was a good find today. And then moving into Halloween, which will be the next season that I decorate and just have fun with. I like to use everything that I've put out for fall and just kind of incorporate some kind of older vintage pieces with a little bit of a spooky touch. And this is a great tip if you're someone who wants to decorate for seasons, but you don't want to use like all of the traditional like jack-o'-lanterns and all of the orange and all of that. I feel like there is a way that you can do it that just is fun, especially if decorating for seasons brings you joy. And I feel like I found a way that I decorate for the season without it feeling overwhelming. So I found a couple things to add to my collection. The first one I couldn't pass up. I love copper, and I found this sweet little cauldron. This was $7.49, and I think this is going to be perfect on my open shelving. I have a couple different copper pieces. I decorated that area a couple videos ago. I will link it in my description box, but I use a lot of copper and I thought this was perfect to add to my collection. So I was happy to find this today. I also found a couple of black iron candlesticks. One was $4.99, one was $3.99, and I just really liked the shape of them. And I think for Halloween, I can do something really fun here on my coffee table or over on my TV dresser. I mean, on my mantle, so many ways I could use them. And then I can continue to use them as well. It's not just for Halloween, but I just felt like they looked old and spooky, and I was excited to find them. And then the last thing I found is a perfect example of something that I want to incorporate for Halloween, but also something that isn't traditionally Halloween, if that makes sense. And it's this absolutely gorgeous print I found today, and I just loved it. I thought it was so beautiful and feels like spooky and perfect for the season without being that over the top jack-o'-lanterns everywhere kind of feeling, if that makes sense. So I love this, and this is something that I could use, I'm sure, in another place, but I'm thinking of putting this on my mantle, maybe kind of stacked. I have some spooky books that I would put on the other side. So I'm just getting really inspired by this. I'm thinking in like either a timber frame or a black frame. I will reuse the frame somewhere else though for sure, but I thought this was so perfect. And this was only $5.99. $5.99, I get a great frame that I can reuse, and I have this print that is perfect. So excited that I found that today. So those are the items that I took home from the thrift store. Now I'm going to turn the camera around. We are going to style my open shelving together, and I hope that it inspires you to take these thrifted items and bring them into your home and style them in a way that you love.
Starting with the styling, this is the shelving unit that I was talking about earlier that we're going to be styling today. And I just moved a couple things around, again, just to reflect the fall season. I love this basket. It's so beautiful. And to me, it looked like kind of that natural color of wheat. And again, thinking of fall. So I had just put our fruit in that basket. I added that. And here's that idea I was sharing earlier. This is a concrete planter that I thrifted, probably a couple years ago. And I decided to flip it over and add a few little pumpkins to it and then top it with a thrifted cloche. So two pieces that do not go together, but when styled together, I felt like it just looked unique. And I think this is also going to be a piece that goes perfect into my Halloween. So just a little idea for you, turning things around, moving things over. Sometimes you can really create something unique and beautiful, and it's just so fun to do it with thrifted items. I went in with that gorgeous jug that helped me finish the styling of these shelves before I turned them over for Halloween. And I hope I was able to pass on some inspiration today.
That's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for coming along with me today, thrifting and styling. I hope I was able to give you some inspiration. Thank you so much for being here. I am truly so grateful for every single one of you, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel, and I'm forever grateful. I'll see you all soon. Bye, everyone.